Power isn't just about wealth or force, it's about perception and legacy. Throughout history, those who have shaped the world have done so not only through their actions, but through the way their achievements are remembered and recognized by others. The stories we tell about power are as important as the power itself. Credit is the invisible currency that shapes reputations and builds empires. It's the silent force that determines who is trusted, who is admired, and who is given the chance to lead. Without credit, even the most impressive accomplishments can fade into obscurity, while those who master the art of credit can rise to the top. When you're recognized for an achievement, you gain influence and open doors to new opportunities. Recognition is more than a pat on the back. It's a signal to others that you are someone worth following, someone whose ideas and leadership matter. Recognition attracts more opportunity, fueling a cycle of success. The more credit you receive, the more people want to work with you, invest in you, and support your vision. This creates a powerful momentum that can transform careers and organizations. Consider the pyramids. These wonders of the ancient world stand as monuments to the pharaohs. We remember their names, their legacies, and their ambitions, not the architects or laborers who made them possible. The credit for greatness is often reserved for those at the top. The pharaohs understood. Those who control the narrative wield the power. By shaping the story, they ensured their place in history, while the efforts of thousands faded into the background. This is the essence of credit. It's about who gets remembered. This principle is alive today, in boardrooms, labs, and studios. Whether you're leading a company, conducting research, or creating art, the way credit is distributed can determine who advances and who is left behind. The Nobel Prize, for example, often goes to a few, even though many contribute to scientific breakthroughs. The spotlight falls on select individuals, while countless collaborators remain in the shadows. This isn't always fair, but it's how the world works. Credit concentrates authority and creates clear figures of genius. These figures become symbols, icons that inspire others and attract resources, attention, and loyalty. Their names become shorthand for entire movements or innovations. Understanding this is crucial for anyone with ambition. If you want to make an impact, you must learn how credit is assigned and how to position yourself to receive it. This isn't about stealing glory, but about ensuring your contributions are seen and valued. It's not about deception, it's about knowing how power works. The most successful people are those who understand the rules of recognition and use them to their advantage, while still delivering real value. The leader who harnesses others' talents and claims the vision controls the future. By giving direction and taking responsibility for the outcome, they become the face of success. Even as they rely on the skills and efforts of many, they become the center of gravity, with others orbiting around them. Their influence grows as more people align themselves with their vision, creating a network of support and loyalty. This law, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit, is a fundamental truth of influence. It's a strategy that has shaped dynasties, corporations, and entire industries. It's how legacies are built and maintained. The names we remember are those who mastered the art of credit, ensuring their stories endure long after their time. To thrive, you must master the art of credit. Learn to share the spotlight when needed, but never let your contributions go unnoticed. In the social universe, credit is everything. It's the foundation of influence, the engine of opportunity, and the secret to building a lasting legacy. In the late 1800s, Edison and Tesla clashed in the war of currents. Edison, the American icon, pushed direct current. Tesla, the visionary immigrant, championed alternating current. Tesla worked for Edison, improved his machines, and was promised a reward, only to be dismissed with a joke. Tesla left, and their rivalry began. Edison, a master of publicity, launched smear campaigns against Tesla's AC, using spectacle and fear to sway public opinion. Despite Tesla's technical victory, AC powering the world, Edison's name became synonymous with electricity. Edison managed his image, took credit for his lab's collective work, and secured his legacy. Tesla, the true innovator, died in obscurity. He did the work, but Edison took the credit. In history, perception outlasts achievement. Edison's genius was building the first industrial research lab, a factory of invention. He assembled brilliant minds, set the vision, and directed their efforts. Their breakthroughs became his breakthroughs. Edison's name is on over 1,000 patents, but he was the orchestrator, not the sole inventor. For the light bulb, his team tested thousands of materials. Edison claimed the final success. He repeated this with the kinetoscope. His employee Dixon did the work, but Edison took the credit. Edison's system funneled recognition upward, consolidating power and fame. He wasn't just inventing. He was inventing a process that made him the face of every achievement. The supporting cast faded into history. Edison became the legend. By controlling the narrative, he built an empire. The lesson creates structures where credit flows to you. Be the conductor, not just a player. That's how you shape the world, and how the world remembers you. Picture a tortoise, small and unassuming, standing at the edge of a wide river he can't cross. The water is deep, and the current strong, an impossible barrier for someone so slow and low to the ground. Yet, the tortoise is not discouraged. He knows that brute strength alone won't get him to the other side. Instead, he pauses, observes, and begins to think creatively about how to overcome this challenge. He approaches the mighty elephant, whose strength is legendary, and the hippo, master of the water. The tortoise doesn't try to outdo them, he enlists their help, recognizing their unique abilities. He appeals to their pride and convinces them to join his cause, making them feel important in the process. The elephant, with his massive size, carries the tortoise partway across the river, using his strength to overcome the first obstacle. Then, as the water deepens, the hippo takes over, swimming powerfully and safely delivering the tortoise to the far bank. Throughout the journey, the tortoise orchestrates the plan, guiding the larger animals and ensuring everyone plays their part. He's the mastermind, while the others provide the muscle and skill. When they reach the far bank, it's the tortoise who is celebrated. He's seen as the triumphant one, the clever hero who accomplished the impossible. The elephant and hippo, though exhausted from their efforts, fade into the background. The tortoise, who contributed the vision and strategy, stands out as the true winner. He identified each animal's strengths, appealed to their egos, and directed the operation with subtlety and skill. He knew how to motivate others and get them to work together for his benefit. In the end, it's the tortoise who reaps the reward and receives the credit, while the others are left in his shadow. The world remembers the result, the triumphant tortoise, not the process or the hard work of the elephant and hippo. This fable perfectly captures the essence of Law 7. It's not about doing everything yourself, but about knowing how to use the strengths of others to achieve your goals. You don't need to be the strongest or the fastest, just the smartest at recognizing and leveraging the talents around you. Orchestrate the efforts, claim the outcome, and you'll be seen as the conqueror, the one who made it all happen. The real art lies in coordination and leadership, not brute force or doing everything yourself. The tortoise's triumph is a timeless blueprint for power and influence. Be the one who gets others to do the work and take the credit. That's how legends are made. In society, perception shapes reality. The way we see things often becomes more important than the facts themselves. What people believe about your achievements can matter more than what you actually did. We crave simple stories with clear heroes. Our minds are wired to look for standout individuals, the faces we can remember and celebrate. It's easier to credit Edison for the light bulb than to untangle the web of collaboration behind it. The myth of the lone genius is more compelling than the messy reality of teamwork. The person who claims credit becomes the star, attracting new opportunities and resources. They become the go-to name, the one people remember when it's time for promotions or partnerships. Fame, investment, and talent gravitate to those in the spotlight. The world rewards visibility, not just hard work. Meanwhile, the true workers often remain invisible, lacking the social capital to advance. Their efforts, though essential, are rarely recognized beyond their immediate circles. Think of movies. While the actor gets the fame, the screenwriter stays in the shadows. The applause goes to the face on the poster, not the mind behind the story. Credit is social energy. It fuels future success. It's the currency that opens doors, builds networks, and creates momentum for your next big move. By taking credit, you build a brand and a persona of achievement. You become known as someone who gets things done, and that reputation follows you everywhere. The work matters, but claiming credit is a separate, vital skill. It's about making sure your contributions are seen, heard, and remembered. It's how you turn one success into a platform for more. Each win becomes a stepping stone, building your influence and reach. Without credit, even brilliance can fade away. Unrecognized talent often goes unnoticed, and potential remains untapped. The lesson: don't just do the work, own the narrative. Shape how your story is told, and make sure your name is attached to your achievements. Build your reputation as the face of success. That's how you rise. When people see you as the leader, new opportunities naturally come your way. In the end, credit is the foundation of influence. It's the invisible force that shapes careers and legacies. Master it, and you master your destiny. The ability to claim and own your achievements is what sets leaders apart from the crowd. Newton said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Every achievement builds on the work of others. The powerful know how to use past knowledge as raw material for their own success. Shakespeare borrowed plots and transformed them, erasing the originals from memory. Columbus used others' maps and discoveries, but claimed the glory for himself. The giants beneath him became footnotes. Today, tech entrepreneurs repackage obscure ideas and market them as revolutions. They're not always thieves. They're skilled at seeing potential and claiming it. The art is in synthesis and audacity. By rebranding and owning the final product, you appear more brilliant than you are. History remembers the one who claims the story. Stand on the shoulders of giants. But make sure you're the one in the spotlight. That's how legends are made. This law isn't absolute. Take credit blindly, and you'll make enemies. Sometimes, sharing or giving away credit is the smartest play. If you're not in charge, trying to outshine your boss can destroy your career. Instead, make your contribution known, but publicly praise your superior. This builds loyalty and turns them into an ally. Play the long game, sacrifice a little credit now for greater rewards later. Sharing credit with peers and subordinates also builds a motivated, loyal team. The key is to control how credit is distributed. You remain the central figure, managing the narrative. Read the room, know the power dynamics, and choose wisely. The true master knows when to claim the spotlight and when to let others shine. That's the mark of real power. In a world of credit takers, you must protect your work. Tesla's downfall was failing to guard his ideas. Be both creator and guardian. Treat your ideas as valuable assets. Document everything: notes, emails, time-stamped files. Good records are your first defense if disputes arise. Be careful who you share ideas with. Assess motives before revealing your work. Present your ideas as your own from the start. Use legal tools, patents, copyrights, trademarks to secure your creations. But legal protection isn't enough. Pair it with business savvy. Don't let others claim your brilliance. Guard your work, document it, and stay vigilant. In the competition for credit, preparation is power. Protect your legacy as fiercely as you create it. Law 7 isn't about villainy, it's about understanding the physics of power. Credit, like energy, determines who shines and who fades. Edison, the tortoise, and countless others show, controlling the narrative is power itself. The master isn't a thief, but a conductor, guiding others' talents toward a shared goal. History craves a single author. Be that author. Protect your contributions, be strategic, and never assume hard work speaks for itself. Know when to claim credit and when to share it for alliances. Balance self-protection with orchestration. Learn from the Edisons, but guard your own fire. Master the flow of credit and you'll write your name in history.